What's going on, Wisershifters? Welcome back to another video. I am here because I have some serious questions I need to ask my friends, my brothers behind me, because if you're not prepping, I don't know what you're doing, because at the end of the day, those who prepare will survive. It's hard, but it's true. Let's get into the video. What's going on, Wisershifters? Welcome back to another video. Mr. Wisershift here. Today's video is a little bit different. It's not what we used to. So I wanted to take this opportunity to really just talk to some people who are not preppers, but who are considered to start prepping. And that could be you watching right now, because at the end of the day, most of us is not considering a lot of things that's happening around us and also in the world also. So I got two of my brothers here. I'm not going to tell you their name because I don't want you to be looking for them neither. So we're just going to get straight into the conversation, because I just wanted to do this interview, because this interview I want it to be as real as possible, because I'm going to ask them some questions that they don't have answer to, because they don't know the question I'm going to ask them, because it's going to be very, very different. Now, first thing, let me set the stage. Let me set the scenario. Let me set the storyline. Now, let's think about this. There's war that's happening around the world, right? And there's things that's happening here in America, your state, your city. Really doesn't matter. But it's sad to really go into this mindset, but it's the reality. Sometimes we got to think about, okay, the what if situations, right? Because think about it. Yeah, the war that's happening in Ukraine and other places, it's not here, it's not home. But the thing is that we trade with some of these countries, Russia, China, and other places that have, exports goods that we need. So even, chips and technology and tools, right? So the moment we don't have no goods or things coming into our porch, we're not getting the tools or the food that we need. Even here, where we have farmers or they're stopped farming, we have food processing plant, or either have issues or they're closing down, and even big box stores are shutting down. And they're closing their door and firing different people. So we have different issue that's happening, and if we don't pay attention to them, we're gonna feel the effect. Just like 2008 when the market collapsed, right? And the housing market and all that stuff, or even 4 years ago, 2020, the pandemic, right? So painting the picture for you guys, and I know you guys are not avid preppers. I just want to do this video to really open the viewers, my viewers, mind, and those who are preppers. If you're a prepper, you know where I'm going with this, and if you're not, you stumble upon this video, keep watching. Because I hope this video help you open your mind and consider a few things. Now, with all that stuff that I have said thus far, I'm gonna open up the conversation with this question. If a calamity were to strike around the world, let's just say all breakout war, world, we're not gonna go into it. Let's just say that happens, right? Wars among countries and even civil war, because don't forget, within a couple of months, if you're watching after the fact, we are in election right season, where Trump versus Kamala. So let's just say things didn't go well, right? Or if it did, my question is to you guys is that, let's just say there is social unrest because a certain political figure didn't win the election, or war break out amongst all different countries because Ukraine did something crazy to Russia, and potentially NATO have to go into war and other countries have to join the fight and everything else, or even Israel fighting these other neighboring country around them. Let's just say things go crazy, right? I'm just painting the worst scenario, even possible nuclear war. Just think about it. This is not doomsday prepping, just average civilian prepping. What kind of, don't go in too much detail, because those people who do know you, I don't want them to to know what you have in your home, and potentially if something do go bad, I don't want them to come after you, you know, seeking for help or trying to take your prep with a little bit that you do have.
Yes.
What kind of, like, let's just say this: if the big box stores, Wally World, you know, your favorite place where it's pleasure to shop, Publix. I'm just gonna name them because I want those who are watching to get it. Let's just say if they close right now, do you have enough food, water, or enough funds saved to take care of 2 to 3 months worth of rent, which is food, water, and shelter? Those are the primary things to survival and living. Who want to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, there you go.
Well, I have toilet paper, first of all. I have enough toilet paper, amen. I have water also too. I have a bucket full of food.
Okay.
Rice, canned goods, dry food, and I also have a ton of batteries.
Okay.
I have a ton of batteries. Hold on, let me go down the list, and I have enough funds to pay for my cost of living, and I also keep a little bit of cash, just a little bit of cash on the side. If we have to use cash if the bank go down.
Ooh, he touched on something very, very important. If you don't have cash on hand, remember, technology doesn't work without electricity. Remember that. Remember that. You are more prepared than I thought. You've been listening to somebody. Okay. Look, this is one of the close brother of mine. I share with him as much information that I can. Some listen, some don't. He's a brother from the church and my brother. But you.
Okay.
Now, you ready?
Yeah.
You've been thinking. All right, go ahead. All right.
Okay, now, when it comes to water, I got plenty water.
Okay.
I got plenty water.
Safe water?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Drink
plenty
water.
water. I got plenty dry food, rice, canned goods, things like that. Toilet tissue. Gotta have toilet tissue. Some of the basic stuff we have. Finances. Maybe. We're getting there. I think that's one of the biggest things that you should definitely start planning for. You should definitely start putting away as much as you can, because you just never know when things gonna happen.
Yeah.
You never know. As long as you got water and rice, some beans, you'll be all right. You can survive.
Beans and rice and beans.
Beans and rice.
Yes.
Listen, okay. Well, let's just say they did great with the first round question. Now, following question that I have. Now, we know the basis of survival is make sure you have your food, water, and shelter, right? The rules of 3. So, my question to you guys would be, there is a lot of people who don't think about this. First responders, thank you. Policemen, thank you. Soldiers, thank you. But us civilians, remember, you are responsible for your own protection. If there's a fire and there's civil unrest or there's a martial law, doesn't matter. Remember, those first responders, police officers, medical personnel, they have family. Or let's just say we're here in the state of Florida, there's a hurricane. Road are not accessible because there's a tree that fell over and they're going to take some time to clear to get to you, right? So if there's an emergency like medical or a threat, right, against your family, the question is the same question for you who's watching. Are you prepared enough to protect yourself when calamity strike and first responders cannot get to you? I want to take this question, answer this question first. Okay.
I'll take that. Okay, that's a
Be
good
detailed and
question.
help the audience out.
That's a good question. Can I protect myself? Definitely. Definitely not worried about that at all. And I think that's very important. It's very important to knowledge yourself about whether it's a firearm or whatever it might be, you definitely want to have some knowledge of it. You definitely want to have some type of protection, some form of protection in your household at all times. Now, when it comes to like first aid, kinda.
Oh, yeah?
You know, Band-Aids.
Okay.
Alcohol. You know, some of the basics. Yeah, some of the
Okay.
basics. So I definitely wouldn't be too concerned, but definitely want to be prepared though, especially when it comes to protection.
If you had to put a level of, if you had to rate it between 1 to 10, you know, 10 being most prepared and 5 being moderate, you know, halfway there, or 1 is like you're not. Being honest with yourself, what would you rate it?
I rate it a 6.
Okay,
Yeah, 6.
that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Okay, okay. I want you to evaluate. While he's giving the answer, I want you to evaluate and think about that, because I want you to improve on that.
Okay.
It's medical, and because remember, if someone come at you with a gun or a knife or baseball bat, you're a big fella. You can protect yourself and your family. Remember, that's a you got to have an equalizer, something that's equal, as deadly as what they're coming at you with. You know what I'm saying? Something to consider and think about. All right, what about you, my brother?
I do have protection, but it's not what I want at this moment. On the medical side, I have a lot of medical stuff because my wife is in the medical field.
Nice.
We do have backup medicine also too, and vitamins.
Okay.
If anything happens, we have a supply of vitamins. We also have, what else? Yeah, we pretty much. Yeah, on the medical side, it's just the protection side that we need to grow.
Okay. Same question.
We split.
Yeah, same question. Yeah, because you guys are reciprocal to the strength and weaknesses. Same question, follow-up question. Where do you fall in regarding the rating between 1 to 10? How would you rate your preparation protection?
Just the protection
Protection and medical.
It's a tough, because
Be honest with yourself.
5.
A 5?
I'm gonna give myself a 5 because I need more protection in case any harm comes to my family.
We need to share our resources.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's happening. It's happening. Sharing resources. See, this is why this video is important. Think about these things. And he asked the question if it's just protection or medical, because they go hand in hand. Because if during a interaction, because someone decide to come to your home unannounced in the time of emergency or calamity, because don't forget that in New Orleans during the hurricane, people had to protect themselves. Police couldn't help them, even though they confiscate some of their weapons and stuff like that. But it can happen to you. Does this happen just in third world countries? Just think about these things while you were here in America, you know what I'm saying? My American audience, just think about it. Protection is important, but you want to have equalizer. Some of you guys might be felons and cannot get a firearm or be in possession of one. Have your spouse or your loved one in the house have that, or some training. Training is important, because if first responders cannot get to you, you have to be able to protect yourself, and you have to be able to provide medical service either to yourself or to your loved one. Now, I don't want this video to get too long, because we can be here all day, because I have a lot of questions. But last and final question I want to ask you guys, right? Not to get into politics or anything like that. My question will be to you guys is that, are you guys comfortable where the government is now in regard to serving us, or can it get better? And what are you doing to serve yourself if things don't get well, or the government, or those who are in power? Let me retract that. Those who are in power, because the government have limited things they can do, because it's we have the 3 branch that does limit power among each other. So what are you doing right now? Because a lot of people will say, oh, this candidate or this person, when they get in office, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. I'm here to tell you, that's a lie. They're not going to help you, because you are responsible for your own self. So besides politicians or the government, how are you aiding yourself in regard to be a better provider for your family? Because at the end of the day, as men, we have to provide for our family. Protect, provide. This one, the two piece. You know what I'm saying? So what are you doing right now to close out the video so it won't get too long? If you guys like this video, we can do a part 2 with the same people or more. We can follow up their progression and see how well they have improved or if they stayed the same. The question I ask is that, what are you doing now to help yourself and not relying on the government or those who are in power?
Oh wow!
What are you doing?
That's
it could be in it could be in any area. It could be in anything. What are you doing to benefit yourself and your family?
I think it also just goes back to just everything we've been talking about as far as preparing finances, preparing.
Don't forget,
whether it's protection.
If you're debt free, is even better. I just wanted to put that in there. If you're debt free, that helps you.
Yeah, a lot more. I just think it goes on everything we talked about as far as preparing, whether it's finances, protection, prepping, making sure you just have what you need for your own household. At the end of the day, everything is going on outside, but I think it's more important just to make sure that what's going on inside your own home is secure and taken care of.
Okay, well said, well said. What about you? I didn't even scratch the surface of what I really want to ask these fellas, but I want to be respectful, and I want nobody who knows them to come after them and what they have and what don't have.
What am I doing? Popeyes, you want me to give you my answer about the government first?
No. Just those who are in power. Let's just put it that way. We don't want the government or those who don't like what we're saying and doing to come after us.
Okay.
What are you doing to help yourself and not relying on those who are in power to help you?
Pretty much we're trying to do a lot of saving.
Okay.
More buckling down on saving. Trying to start our own business.
Okay. Entrepreneurship.
Not rely on the government so much for assistance.
Okay.
Pretty much
self-sufficiency.
Yeah, self-sufficiency.
Okay. Now to close out, Wisershifters, those who've been following this channel, I appreciate, and those who are new here, thank you, and those who this is your last time watching the video, thank you also. But let's close this video with this. I just want to say this. Thank you for doing this with me. I didn't share their name because there's some wicked folks out there, and I don't want to put them in bad predicaments. But just know that they're not an avid prepper like myself. They're people who are around me, my brothers, who I share information with. As you can see, some of them, I'm surprised because some of them, they both listen, but to a degree. As you can hear, he had certain things and he didn't have certain things. He had certain things he didn't. So I just want to close this video by asking you guys this question to close it out with. What one thing or two that you want to share with the viewer, my viewers, the Wisershifter family right now? What would you share with them based on this interview and just in general? What would you share with them to help them out in regard to when it comes to prepping? Because you remember, you're not an avid prepper like me. You don't take this as serious as I do. What would you share with them to maybe encourage or to, whatever it could be?
Prepping is real. First of all, listen to Wisershifter. He's correct. And he got some good information for you guys. So when you get a time, just listen in and follow what he says, and you can't go wrong.
I appreciate that for the endorsement. That was good. I appreciate that. Again, question what I have to say, and if you guys have better ideas and things, put it in the comment below. What about you?
One thing I really can say is make sure you save. Start saving. Things happen. Things happen. So you definitely want to make sure you save, and also to make sure that you got everything you need, even if it's the basics. Make sure you always got water in your home, 5 to 10 cases of water, your toilet paper, things like that. Just make sure you get more prepared and listen to this guy here. Great advice.
You notice that since 2020, everybody loves their toilet paper, but I got to get them away from toilet. There's better options out there, guys. And let's put some in the comment below. We can help them out because they want to have their toilet paper. Yes. Let's close this video and say this. I appreciate you guys watching. In the comment below, if you like this kind of content, if you want to see more interviews like this, please let me know. If not, it'll probably be the last one until further notice. But I just wanted to get a new approach in regarding to just interview average individuals who are not into the prepping community, and really get their perspective and see how I can be a help and of service to you guys who are watching, also those who are around me. Thank you for watching. Remember, if you're not prepared, get prepared today. And remember, those who meet the opportunities are the ones that can definitely be ready when calamity strikes. Thank you for watching. See you guys in the next video. I'm out.